When I've been in the most difficult circumstances with families and it was contentious and, this one circumstance, I had a very special ed attorney with a reputation as kind of a barracuda, just tough. And I dealt with her a couple times, and she was just abrasive and kind of what you think about an attorney in special ed, and so at any rate, and we did okay, but she was tough. And she was nitpicky. She was looking to find the loophole. But at any rate, she adopts a child, and she adopts a child with a severe disability, and she decides to move into our district where my school is. And so she rolls in with this 6th grade kiddo, and I'm like, oh, Miss So-and-so, how are you? And I thought she was there to represent somebody. She's like, oh, this is my child. I just adopted Jacob. And it's like, oh, dear God. She's a mother, and she's the attorney. And so at any rate, it started off a little, she was just in our Kool-Aid and nitpicking, and I just stayed focused on the child. And man, because when you have a child with a behavioral disorder, I remember a year ago, I'm literally laying on the floor and taking this child through mindfulness, and because a lot of times what you have to do is break kind of the psychotic episode. And so I'm like, okay, so let's close our eyes. Come on, I can see you, close your eyes. And I'm laying on the floor with her, and she's laying on her back. And I said, okay, take me to your favorite place. And I have her explain it, and you can hear her breathing slowing and everything coming down. And so with him, we just had all sorts of episodes. And what was amazing is once Mom determined I really cared and I was really trying, and I was trying a lot of different things, all the attorney, all the legal, all that went out the door. And it was amazing to see an attorney turn all of that off. And so what I learned is that if you lead with your heart and you genuinely try, even if you're not doing everything properly, the parents will be okay with it. And so sometimes principals do the opposite. When they start pressing, they get nervous, they kind of ice out the parent, it gets real formal, and that's why it goes to due process. That's why it goes to this ugly place. So I want people to know, don't fear it, understand it, bring it into your heart, understand it, and you think about the major requirements, they're really good. It's just good fundamental education. And again, the way the law is written, even if you don't dot an I or cross a T, procedural errors can't be a denial of FAPE. It has to literally be substantive. So it's helping them understand, don't fear it, because that leads to resentment. And then people resent the law, and they resent the intent of IDEA. And that's where we talked about unintended consequences. That's one of them that we face in the schools.